What up? What up? What up? What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I think we are now officially live on the Knockout Canvas. Yes, sir. As you can see, happy holidays. Turf has been missing for quite some time. It's all Turf's fault, I have to admit. And I'm calling myself Turf on the Knockout Canvas. It should be Professor T. You gotta give me some time. You gotta cut me some slack. I actually just had a show earlier today, so I missed yesterday. Some technical difficulties, but I'm glad I figured those things out because it allows me to have this show with you today. I'm not hearing my music though. Definitely not hearing my music, and we all know how Turf feels about that music. Let me see where I can turn that music up a little bit. Let me see. Yeah, I don't hear it. You guys don't hear it either, right? Let me see. Let's see if I'm slacking over here. Wait, here we go. Where we at? We got everything off over here. Typo. Let's see. That should help, but in any event, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Wild fights over the weekend. I mean, you can obviously see what we're going to talk about for the most part. We got some chapters in here, but I got a little piece that I wrote here. I'm a little upset though. I don't have my music. Let me see. Hold on. Loop. Absolutely. Loop. Restart. When it comes active. Absolutely restart it. Okay, let's see. I don't have my music, but we are going to get through this. So, what's good, Fight family? Welcome back to the Knockout Canvas. Cheers. We chop up everything here. Combat sports, like the sharpest blade in the shed. Tonight, we're stepping into the weekend that didn't disappoint, with results that hit hard and had the streets talking. Pull up. You know, I gotta find a way to go on ahead and get myself acclimated to this TikTok thing, man, and get myself a Chat Lives Matters, right? Because we all know Chat Lives Matters here. And with that being said, let me pop out I don't know if that's even working. You know, it's been a minute that we've been here. So, but shout out to Just Saying 13 5 is in the building. We got duplicates now. We got Joey One Nut is in the building. Oh, that's okay. I got everything that kicked out. You guys gotta give me a hot second. We got JJ 1982 in the building. We got David Waskilwick. David Waskilwick. Tell me if I'm pronouncing that right, boss. Then I don't know why I always love trying to pronounce names. You know what I'm saying? But appreciate you guys. Welcome to the show. All right, let me see. You got this. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a few things. Here we go. Back to it. So I do see we have something. Uh-oh. I see some more. You know what that is. So we'll just cut that immediately, effectively. But yeah, let's get back. First and foremost, Miami went off. Anthony Joshua made a statement in his heavyweight return. Yeah, right. Dropping Jake Paul with authority and scoring a 6-round knockout in front of South Florida crowd. AJ reminded the world why he's a former unified champ. Big shots, big pressure, and straight control. Paul hung tough early, but eventually Joshua's seasoning and experience shined through. And by round 6, that right hand changed everything. It changed everything. Paul walked away with a broken jaw, right? We're going to talk about that. And, you know, that changes the narrative on his next move. We all know he's not surviving that, if you will, right? He's not going to survive. I don't know. So, I mean, you see the title. Is he retired? Is Jake too? I mean, you just don't know. Hold on. That's what I'm trying to do is get my TikTok right so that I can make sure you guys that do chat in TikTok, it comes across the screen. I want to make sure you guys are getting your love, if you will, in terms of being able to show and communicate with you on the chat. So type away on TikTok. If you'd like, please type away. I am losing it that I don't have no. There we go. There it is. The music is back. Makes me feel a lot better. You know, usually Coach, man. Shout out to Coach Angelo. Wifey Anna. Son and family, everybody, moms, Merry Christmas. I'm going to try to steal them next Wednesday. I don't know if next Wednesday is New Year's. I don't know, right? I'm going to try to get them in there, though. Yeah, I miss Coach, man. You know, Coach usually runs everything, too. I'm not going to even sit here and lie to y'all. Coach, man, always got the goods, the new news, the bad news, the indifferent news. That is 100% Coach Angelo. And I know Professor T is being lazy. I know my background is pretty raggedy. I get it. It's Raiders, but hey, man, it's too much going on. And for the people that are football fans, I've already made up my mind. I'm streaming the ball. I'm live streaming the game. So pull up if you want to. I'm definitely pulling up to stream, man, and watch the game with everybody. All my family is home. Shout out to that for the blood. She's here till the day after. You know, enjoy that Christmas spirit, the holidays, but we got a big meet. January 2nd, University of Utah, Salt Lake City, Friday night. I think it's 4 p.m., maybe 6 p.m. Friday night. Those Gopher girlies, man, the GGs will be competing against Utah. So it's going to be interesting. Can't wait. So let's keep going back with it, man. And in this Misfits world, Dubai brought the heat. Chase, the more upended Andrew Tate, right? For all of you YouTubers, content creators, etc., taking a majority decision and retaining the heavyweight strap. Tate came in loud, but the more came in violent. It was a reality check moment that got the peers talking. Hype versus skill, what's real? And guess what? Journalists are calling this loss a reality check on Tate's alpha male persona. First off, everybody loses for the most part if you fight long enough. Only the elite of the elite, right? The guys that I love, I mean, and it's not because they got O's. To be honest, it's because of how they fight, man. My two favorite fighters, man. You seeing one of them, and then that man, that bad man. I mean, you want to the fight I would love to see. It's Pretty Boy Floyd versus Terrence Bud Crawford. Money Mayweather. Pretty Boy Floyd. I want to see Pretty Boy Floyd versus yours truly Crawford. That would be my super fight. I would pay anything to get into that fight. Seriously. Oh man, could you imagine? That would be the best fight ever. All right, I digress. So, it was a reality check. I already stated that. And meanwhile, someone you might not expect continues to shine, man. And that's Tony Ferguson. Slid into a Misfits boxing bout. Ended up knocking out Spencer Warren in brutal fashion. Repping that unorthodox grind and proving old dogs still bite. Hey, not gonna get me lying about it. Now next to MMA, man. The global scene is still moving. Smaller shows around the world like Brave Combative Fight Federation and Pancrase kept cage doors swinging wide with this weekend's ton of events on decks. Fighters firing off KOs and submissions across continents. One name popping up in UFC talk is that young blood Guilherme Pat. He went out there and put a stamp on his debut with a big win. Now calling for a real brawl with fellow debut standout Steve Aspin. That's the kind of energy the MMA world eats up. Young lions, unbothered, hungry. Yes, that is very true. So that's the big question. Who won the big weekend in combat sports? Season champ Joshua, hungry underdog Demur, or the relentless heart of a guy like Ferguson. So, I mean, I'm just going to go dive into a few things. I mean, first and foremost, we obviously got to talk about the Misfit fight, right? That's what they're calling it. I think it's a beautiful name, the Misfits, because it's not real boxing, right? We all know that. It's not real boxing at all. So, I mean, hey, it is what it is. And we got to talk about it. I think it's over. And the reason I think it's over is because of the way that the fight finished. And we're talking about Jake Paul. And when I say over, ladies and gentlemen, I know. Look, listen to what I tell you. I think his career over. Done. It's completely wrapped. I don't see this man coming back at all. Obviously, Turf can be very, very wrong in these circumstances, these situations, right? Wouldn't shock me at all to be very wrong in terms of, in terms of actually him getting back in that ring. He suffered a brutal injury, right? Jaw broken in not one, but two places. So, after digging and, listening to the experts and so forth, one of the other main reasons why I'm saying that this is over for him is because of the reality of this injury. I mean, just the things to heal in place. Just the bones themselves is going to take, 6 to 8 weeks. You're talking 2-3 months there. Easy. And then after that, what? Then you got, I don't know how many more weeks to get all this other stuff that's going to be necessary, right? So he's going to lose the teeth in one of those pieces that got broken. And it's funny, man, because I actually am someone that can 100% talk about this. Story time with Turf, or excuse me, Professor T. So as a young lad, I 12, 13 years old, somewhere around that age, playing football at practice. I mean, this is unforgettable for any and everyone that was there, for obvious reasons, the ones that had to see it, and for me, the one that had to go through it. But our coach was teaching us how to pursue, right? Everybody knows it's very important, run to the ball, right? Doesn't matter how far behind you are, what you think can happen. Good things happen to those who hustle. Well, long story short, in showing how to pursue and follow the ball, he was playing lineman. And of course, Turf. Yep, I said it right, Turf. Not Professor T, but Turf, because Turf is football. Yeah, Turf broke a run. You know what I'm saying? I scooted out. And sure enough, coach is showing how to pursue. Well, long story short, you guys know the hurdles, right? Like my son, shout out to Trey. Hey, we got track practice going right now, track and field, but the hurdles, right? You know how you jump over those hurdles? And you know how you normally jump over a hurdle. That leg kicks out, that knee comes up that way, swings out, right? To go over and come back down and run. Well, in football, you don't have to worry about that type of thing. When you hurdle, that knee can just come straight up. So, coach yelling, Terrence, stay down. I fell on my back. I fell forward. I rolled on my back. And I started to get up. I didn't hear him yelling. So he tried to hurdle me. Well, coach, he was athletic now. Don't get me wrong. Shout out to Ronnie. But he's just a little too heavy to try to hurdle me at that point, even with my little 12 years old, 11 years old, somewhere around there. But kneed me. That trailing knee that, you kick out. Well, his came straight. Bam! All this laying on my tongue. All of it. So, I get up and all of a sudden you hear me say, what's wrong? I can't feel anything, right? So for people that don't know, when your nerves and things get ripped to that fashion, you can't feel it. Why do you think Jake was out there, spitting and, talking and feeling it? You can't feel certain things, particularly due to the nerves. So I couldn't feel it either. But I knew something was wrong because of how you just heard me talk. What wrong? And next thing you know, I see all the kids doing this. And I'm like, what's going on? Then I see Coach Ronnie Huff just have the most concerned, wild, I couldn't even explain it. All I know is he was grabbing me, rushing me to the car. I just heard the kids. I'll never forget hearing the kids yelling, yeah, and pointing. I just will never forget that. And long story short, all of Turf's grill in the front. I had one of the best orthopedic surgeons literally on the planet, no joke, Dr. Hagopi. My mom thought I'd never ever in life play football again. So I had to wear the halo, right? Drink from the straw, all that stuff. I had to do all that because all of this was just gone. But Dr. Hagopian saved it all. And believe it or not, it wasn't until I got to my 40s when I actually had to get, replacement teeth. I should have had to do that well over a decade previous to when I did, but because of how good of a surgeon that I had, it just held in place. I mean, it's still stuff there that's held in place from back when he did it. So shout out to Dr. Hagopian. And I say all that to tell you that Jake Paul is going to take at least a year before he can even get in the ring to test. You hear what I'm saying? To get in the ring to test. And I'm pretty sure he understands that it's going to be easier to break that jaw, not harder. It's going to be easier to break that jaw, not harder. This ain't one of those, oh, it's going to be harder to break and quit. Nope. A lot of the pundits say he will never fight again. I would agree with that. And what I will tell y'all is this. If that man steps back in the ring again, I'm done with all of calling. I'm done with all of that. If Jake Paul steps back in the ring again, I don't care if he fights a 15-year-old. You get back in the ring, and a lot of people know, hey, 15-year-olds ain't no joke. Go to the gym. Go to the gym. Go to the gym and find the right 15-year-old. Yeah. And anywho, I just don't see how he lasts. I don't see how he moves forward. It's probably not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. It's the easiest way to say it. Keep it a bean. He's going to be way too comfortable. Right? All money, everything he has. I mean, why would you want to get back in the ring? Why would you want to get back in the ring? It just wouldn't make any sense. None at all. I think it would be a foolish move. So, but if he does, I'm telling y'all right now, he is absolutely a real, true, bona fide, 100% fighter. No question. To even risk getting back in the ring based on that injury, he'll have all the kudos that you can imagine from me, top to bottom, every which way till Sunday. I mean, on and on and on. Like, yep, he's that dude. He is that dude. So yeah, man, it looks like, X. It looks like X is going. I don't know. Let me see. We got any people on X, man? Let me look and see. Let me see if X is popping for us right now. Just, nice little quick mid break. See who's going where. Who's got what popping. Yes, it's on. Live on X. Live on X. And we have multiple people currently watching. So I appreciate you X people for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show. Merry Christmas. All those good things. I will have a show next week. Like I say, we'll definitely have a show next week. So yeah, don't worry about that. And just for the record, so you guys can see, right, what I was referring to. We got a little pop up here. I'll share it. Broken jaw confirmed. See? I want y'all to see. See that two places? So what's going to happen? He's going to lose all these teeth. All these teeth he's going to be losing some teeth. He's going to have to get implants. So again, that's the other thing about this. The teeth he's going to lose. You have to wait. Things have to heal, right? That's 6 to 8 weeks. And then they can drill the holes. And that's if you got enough bone. Jake's young. He's going to have plenty of bone. But then you drill that, and then you have to wait even longer. Another 3 months. Before you can actually get the teeth. At that point, you're still wearing, fakes, whatever. But then even once you get the teeth, man, it's a lot of getting used to. I am going to be so upset with myself if this audio is terrible. I'm going to be upset with myself if the audio is terrible. Nobody said anything to me, so hopefully the audio has been fantastic. All right. I digress. So, I just wanted to show that. I I just wanted to show that because, again, that's an injury. I don't see it. I don't see it changing. I don't see it changing. He's pretty much done. He's pretty much done. So, next thing I want to do, I want to go through my guys' record. Let's do it. Let's do this. I'm sharing this because it's time for me, for us, right? For us to truly pay homage. This guy's done. He said, "Fini, over, done." He's done. So, this is how we gonna do this. I don't know where that is coming from, but I just want to go through this man's career. I don't think people understand he was absolutely hands down the most avoided fighter on planet Earth. Hands down. Hands down. Hands down. There's no debating it, none of those things. So let's just jump right into it. I mean, his first fight, Brian Cummings, he was 2-0 at that time, but you already know. Denver? Filberto Nieto. I'm not going to sit there and act like I remember any of these names. I'll tell you when I start remembering names. I do remember Damon Antone because it doesn't make sense. The record. That's his third fight, man. So first in that season, then I think that's what it was. I think it was something. There was something to that fight. You know what I'm saying? All these early fights, man. Aaron Anderson debut, right? Win. Michael Williams 5-6-0. Travis Hartman. Right? This is the way you bring a fighter along. So shout out to Bomac, right? And Team Crawford, because they really did a good job. I mean, look at this, right? You got Miguel Delgado, again, another kind of a dud, if you will. But at this point, you're talking fighters that probably have the styles that are needed in order to bring somebody along. And that's why I wanted to bring it up, because the reason why Crawford is so well known is the reason why he can fight in the foam booth, fight, in a 22-foot ring, fight anywhere on the planet, orthodox, unorthodox, is because of what you're looking at. The early work. Some of these fighters, they may not have, looked all that good, but I can assure you these fighters were picked and chosen based on those styles, man. We're not going to go all the way back with that. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to do all of that. But I mean, I see the pattern. You know what I'm saying? You got this Corey Somerville kid, December. No idea. You know what I mean? Coming off of a Steve Marquez fight, though, that's a 30, how many fights is he in at that point? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This dude's only got 6 fights, man. You know what I'm saying? 9. I mean, on his 10th fight, he's fighting a guy that had 50 fights. 50 fights? Don't get Marty Robbins looks like a tomato can. But with that many fights, man, woo, and hey, the competition starts to step up, right? You got Anthony Moore, right? 15-6-1. You got Derek Campos. Everybody knows Derek Campos. 20-11-0. Angel Rios. I mean, things start stepping it up from that point forward. From that point forward, things are stepping up now. And I'm not paying attention to these stars, if you will, in terms of how they're grading fighters. But I personally think the very last softball was probably Marty Robbins, May 10th. That was probably the last true softball. Don't let round boy fool you. And from this point forward, I would be shocked. I would be shocked to see another record that isn't significantly better. And I mean, we start right with Andre Gorgeous, right? 11-2, gets that W. Goes to David Rodella, 16-5-3, right? Hardy Pedreus, right? But the big number one key fight, they're calling it a 2-star. I would say Brady's Prescott was definitely bigger than the 2-star, especially at that point. But that's one of the real fights, right? That's obvious. That's one of the real fights. That's where you stepped it up. And I think kind of his coming out party. I've been watching him all this time. I've always been in love with Terrence Crawford. Pause. And for y'all that don't know, man, we spell our name the same way. Yeah. 1 R, no A's. 1 R, no A's. Yeah, he's always been my favorite fighter. Well, Floyd was my favorite fighter for a very long time, obviously. And when I say that, don't get me wrong, bro, because Money Mayweather was the dude. But Pretty Boy Floyd, there's a reason why Pretty Boy Floyd has been my favorite fighter to date. Until, of course, what you're currently witnessing today in terms of what I'm going through. And it's not going to be as extravagant as Mayweather. You're not going to see the 30-plus titles. You're not going to see none of that stuff because nobody would give that man a chance. Nobody gave Crawford a shot. Brady's Prescott, right? Beautiful win. NABO fighting for his first belt. Vacant belt against Alejandro Sanabria. Clearly that was a W, but that was his first big fight, right? First title fight. And then you go with a real fight. Now you go with a real fight. Andre, come on. Somebody's always got to go. Somebody's always got to go. I mean, we know who's going to win. We know who's going to win. And then it set up the March 14 match against Ricky Burns. Another pivotal, bro. 36-2. Ricky Burns. Ricky Burns was that dude. From this point forward, you can obviously see it's pretty much lights out. And when I say lights out, I mean it's nothing but elite competition, right? And this has got to be wrong because I'm pretty sure Yuriorkis Gamboa had lost previous to. You know what? Now I gotta look. I gotta look at this. I'm pretty sure Yuriorkis Gamboa lost. He lost. Terrence Crawford was his first loss? What? Really? I don't, for some reason, I just feel like that's not right, guys. I don't know what it is, man. See, this is why I love having Coach Angelo, because Coach Angelo would set me straight. You know what I'm saying? He would set me straight in a heartbeat. I didn't know that Gamboa was under. There's no way Yuriorkis Gamboa was undefeated when he fought Terrence Crawford. This has got to be a typo. But any hoot, right? Right? We all know the Raimundo Belgium. That was a tough fight. Right? Look at this competition, though, guys. Thomas Delone, 22-1. This point forward is nothing but chip fights, man. Chip fights. Gary Jean beat the brakes off of him, man. Jean down in rounds 9 and 10. Is Hank Lundy's real name Henry? Is Hank Lundy's real name Henry Lundy? Bro, again, no slouch. That was New York. Hey, that was a world title fight for WBO. But the real fight came next. And I don't know why people are acting like they can't comprehend this. But Victor Postol is that dude. You know what I mean? I get it. He's not going to be that dude to guys that, you know what I'm saying, don't know anything about him. You know, if you're not a real, true fight fan, and to tell you the truth, Bud was his first L, bro. Josh Taylor got him. Jose Ramirez got him. And Gary Russell got him. Gary got him. Gary was undefeated at the time. Elvis Rodriguez also was the last person he had ever lost to, and then he won his last few fights. I'm not sure if Victor Postol was still fighting. I would assume probably not. But what I can tell you, Victor Postol was a dog, man. I don't understand where people got off trying to act like this dude ain't fight nobody. I mean, London was a dog. Yurioka Scamboa was a dog. Ricky Burns was a dog. Brady Prescott was a dog. I digress. John Molina Jr. Right? Felix Diaz. Bro, I mean, you're getting into big qualities. And again, like I say, this is nothing towards Money Mayweather. This is nothing towards Money Mayweather and Pretty Boy Floyd. And that's the thing. Unfortunately for Terrence Crawford, he's going to always lose that battle. And it has nothing to do with the 50 fights versus the 40 or whatever it is that Bud has completed. It's just a different time. And you got a lot of fighters that's not letting that all go. They're not letting it happen. But let's keep moving, because you got to remember that Jose Benavidez Jr. fight. Man, listen here. That was a fight. He beat the brakes off, old boy. That was a hell of a fight. I enjoyed that fight personally. I don't know about y'all. I enjoyed that fight. And then he came right back and fought. Here. Bro, it really does bother me. It does bother me that Crawford doesn't get the due respect. In my opinion. I just don't see it. I don't think he gets the due respect. Not even a little bit. And that's, it is what it is. It's unfortunate. It's nothing we can do about it as fans, as fight fans, as people that really know the sport. It's nothing we can do about that. But what I will say is there's a reason why a lot of boxing heads consider him the best ever. Some consider him the best ever. Yeah, some people consider Terrence Bud Crawford the best as third. You got to remember, switch. Both sides. All of them. Let's get through the list. Let's get through the list, because you got Cavalu, you know, nobody can pronounce it. A lot of people thought he'd lose that fight. And then the infamous Kell Brook fight. Kell Brook was a dog. Love Kell Brook. Beautiful fight, but you obviously see what happened there. Hey, Sean Porter, another dog. Sean Porter is a dog. Dog. I mean, bro, these numbers ain't going down, man. David, another one, man. And then that's where what we thought we hit, which was the biggest fight of his life. Errol Spence Jr. I'm going to say it right here, right now. Bud retired. Spence. Bud retired. Retired. Errol Spence will never be the same. I'm going to just let that sink in. It was supposed to be Bud's biggest fight ever. And I'm pretty sure Errol Spence will never be the same. Never again. I didn't make don't ask me. I mean, you move on to Madrimov. A lot of people felt that was a difficult fight. It wasn't. Madrimov knew what he had to do. I just don't think he did enough. I don't think he understood the assignment at all. Not even a little bit. He thought he did. But no, he didn't win that fight. And then last but not least, yours truly, the biggest feather in my man's cap, Saul Canelo Alvarez as the guy. Look, I want y'all to know something. That probably was the easiest fight Bud has ever had. Believe it or not. He wouldn't admit it. He can't. I mean, if he admits that, like, I believe that was definitely probably the hardest, easiest fight of his life. I think between Madrimov, New York is Gamboa was undefeated for I just don't know why I don't know this. It don't make sense to me. I thought Yuriorkis Gamboa I thought he had gotten popped before. Different class, or did something go down? Like, anybody out there know about this? I don't know why, because that, don't get me wrong, because in my opinion, it absolutely 100% strengthens Bud's situation. I didn't know that. I didn't know he took his up. Man, I need somebody to chime in. I could have sworn Gamboa lost before this fight. I could have sworn he lost before this fight. I digress. Anyhow, Bud is a special fighter. We all know that. And, this is the last piece, and I'm going to move on from this whole entire topic, but it's something in the water, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. It's something going on out there. It should be studied. People should find out what it is. Everybody's running around wanting an athlete. I'm telling y'all this, and it's going to sound crazy. It's going to sound crazy. This is going to sound crazy. But per capita, your best freakish athletes come from Omaha, Nebraska. I don't even know what to say. He's living proof. I think he could go up even more of a weight class than the 160. I think he could have taken care of the guys at 168. And it comes from that wrestling base, that background, that strong. Have y'all ever watched Bud deadlift? Bro, I will forever talk about my dogs. I will forever talk about my dogs till the day I die. And I'm telling y'all, I've been to Omaha on a few occasions. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. None of it makes sense. I've told these stories tenfold, but you guys get it today again on New Year, on Christmas Eve, man. But I'll never forget. We in the weight room, first time, and this fool got, I don't know, 300-400 pounds, benching close grip. Come on, man. Close grip. You benching like this. What is this? Why? Nobody ever taught him how to bench. I'm just a cock-strong, corn-fed husker. And you know they all want to go to Nebraska. There's no kid that doesn't want to go to Nebraska. It's the reason why that program, and right, Tom, phenomenal job Tom did with that program in the University of Nebraska. I even always had held it to a high, man, you get to go to University of Nebraska. That's saying a lot. This is back when the Big 12 was the Big 12. You talking Tommy Frazier. Bro, I got lucky. Oh, I'm so lucky. I'm saying all this because, man, I'm paying homage to my dog, Terrence Bud Crawford. I don't know another area that's more concentrated with freak athletes. I'm sure some people say that about where I'm from, to be honest. I mean, the truth is, we got 3 guys that don't make sense. Just don't make sense. Terrence Knighton, Chris Baker, right? Those are the first 2 that come to mind. But that's just my little old Windsor, Connecticut, right? Where we grew up. It's a little small town, oldest town in Connecticut. I love to try to say he's from Windsor, but he's right across the street. Bloomfield, right across the street. You know what I'm saying? But probably the most known dude in the state of Connecticut. That's your defensive end. Hall of Famer, Colt. Right? I'll let y'all sit on that. But I'm just saying, man, Terrence Crawford literally is my favorite fighter. Right? And that's how I have to put it, because the reality is, my favorite fighter previous to that was Pretty Boy Floyd. And again, I say it the way I say it for a reason. Then I can't even say Terrence can beat Pretty Boy Floyd, bro. That's just so hard. just so hard. It's so hard. There's no way I'm betting on that fight. And by the way, for you guys that did, it's the White Freeney. D. Freeney. White Freeney is the guy. Bloomfield, Connecticut. He's a legend. You got Pennick. Andrew Pennick, South Carolina Gamecock. San Diego Charger. Montana Dragonfly 79. Hi, bud. Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show. I've been kind of chilling. You know, let me holler at the people that say, we got Rolando in the building. We got Nolan in the building. We got Scott Sells in the building. Nope. This is Patrick is in the building. The Impossible One is in the building. Bear Boy 45, 44 is in the building. Greg Bigfoot is in the building. Hey, I appreciate y'all for coming through. Hope you enjoy this preview, pre-Christmas view show. Special show today, man. Thought I'd, finally get back on track with the knockout canvas. I know. Boo me. I should be over there working that Raiders stuff, but, we got it popping. So yeah, no, real talk, man. I just want to thank Terrence Bud Crawford on Christmas Eve. This is a great show. We're gonna get ready to close this up here. But I really wanted to talk about Terrence Bud Crawford. My man's retired, and I think he's retired. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna see. I'm gonna come back for another 100. I don't think so. I think he really took a long, deep. I don't think he allows what he allowed to go out as far as the video, all of the praise and stuff. When a guy does it like that, it reminds me of the great Andre Ward. When I'm done. Not doing it. I'm out. Getting up out of here. It was fun while it lasted. Loved it, right? All those good things. But yeah, it is what it is. It's done. It's over with. And we're all sad. I just wanted a few more. And that's the thing smart about getting out now. Bud, you did your job, bro. I can't thank you enough, man. And the sweet science has been my favorite sport my entire life. It's so weird. I never ever actually gave it a shot. I think I would have been great following the likes of John Scully. I would have had John Scully as a coach. Are you kidding me, bro? I'd probably be finishing up now, man. Who knows? Right? Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Nah, trust me. I'm more than okay with not getting in that ring. I got in the ring too, so that's the other reason. Shout out to Team of Body, Muay Thai, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Hence the Professor T. Professor T has been fighting. Professor T has been fighting for a long time, and I know don't really work out that well, especially when you get comfortable. Right? Once you get comfortable, man, M starts softening you up. Thousands start softening you up, depending on where you are. But no, I really just wanted to get on today. That's why you see I finally got these kinks worked out. Pause on my, I don't know what's going on with my laptop. All that good stuff, but I think I finally got things figured out. We won't have to miss anything anymore. I'm hoping I can also go on ahead and start getting those shorts out to you. Yep. I'll say it here because I don't expect too many people. But you see that chop up, right? Y'all see that chop up? Chop up. Oh, why is it got restricted? Why did I get restricted on TikTok? My live is not eligible for recommendation and restricted in search results. It doesn't comply with the 4-year feed eligibility and standards under our community guidelines. Reason: frauds and scams. Let's see how they treat your boy Professor T, man. Come on, TikTok. Frauds and scams. We talk real boxing over here. Real boxing. But nah, I wanted to pay my man his flowers, bro. You know, all I can tell you is I appreciate you for getting the next man up. I think I see you gonna give that game away to the people that deserve it. And as Pretty Boy Floyd has come to pass, at some point eventually, so shall Terrence. He will. And I mean, hey, I'm giving you your flowers because I don't know. I doubt anybody can take your place. I doubt it. You got the same knowledge, spell it the same way. I don't think anybody can take your place, though. But what I will say is the kid nipping at your heels right now, and I'm so excited for him because you've actually already been seen around him, etc. And that's your guy, man. That's your guy. Abdullah Mason. Yo! He reminds me of Reckless Pretty Boy Floyd. See that? And that's the difference. Pretty Boy Floyd wasn't near as defensive as he was as Money Mayweather. I wouldn't even say halfway. Pretty Boy Floyd took a lot of chances. He took a lot of hits, but not like Abdullah Mason. Abdullah Mason is coming. Abdullah Mason's coming. And what my message would be for him: don't worry about a loss, my friend. Don't worry about a loss, my dude. Keep on doing you. You do that polarizing, take over the world. Welterweight? You gotta do you. You gotta be a savage, a mother savage. And you've already shown that and then some. So what I say is keep on keeping on. You will eventually be avoided, but I think that with Turkey Al-Sheikh, right, you won't have a problem with fighting the best. I think this new, what is it, Zephyr belt, which, shout out to John. Well, I can't believe I ain't got Ice on the show. Ice, I need you on the show, bro. That's it. Ice, New Year, I'm creating an ice segment. I'm creating an ice segment next year. Early next year, 2026, Professor T is creating an ice specific segment. Whether it's a saying, a quote, a paragraph, 10 minutes of a show, I don't know. I'm doing something. I've been very blessed and lucky. And John Scully is one of those guys. I've been very blessed and lucky. Very blessed and lucky. Oh, God, Jesus. No idea. But, look, it's Christmas Eve. Y'all still got presents to wrap. You know what I mean? It's 7 o'clock. You still got some more family time, all that good stuff. Before tomorrow's big day. So, yeah. Do what you gotta do. Get those last minute gifts. I'm getting my last minute meal in, man. I am starving. I don't know what y'all gonna do, but then I gotta get these shorts done. Right? I know Turf, aka Professor T, has been slow on these, but we'll get that bag going. 100%. And last but not least, shout out to my Montana State University Bobcats. We will be in Nashville, Tennessee for that natty. So tune in to ESPN. I'm pretty sure it's ESPN. Monday, January 5th, 2026. See Professor T, a.k.a. Terps Bobcats, win their first national title in over 20-plus years. So I'm excited. There's a lot going on. I didn't even get to the future of boxing this weekend, next year. There's a lot going on. You already know we got Shakur Stevenson. We got Shakur, man. There's a bunch. We got a lot. Look, Devin Haney, man. Devin Haney. Well, it's some great fights. I'm gonna leave it at that. This is a great hour. Finally got everything back working. So until the next time, your boy Professor T is out. See y'all next week.